Welcome back to Saca Las Velitas podcast, episode 12. My name is Danny, and I'm right here with my co-host,
Erica Tinez.
So real quick, guys, we just gotta let you guys know it's hella hot over here. Hella hot over here today, but we're still trying to get this episode in real quick, you know?
Super hot. So if it's like super bright and we're oily and sweaty, just know that we're sacrificing this shit for you guys.
Yes. So real quick, how was your week?
Good. We celebrated 4th of July, so that means it was a short work week. And yeah, that's pretty much, we barbecued.
Yeah.
Pretty dope. So a smooth week.
Yup, same. It felt like a short week, huh, because of 4th of July?
It did, but it sucks because 4th of July landed on a Thursday.
Yeah.
And I had to go back to work on Friday.
Yeah.
Which was for no reason, but, you know, hey.
Yeah, cool. So all right, we're gonna get right into it. We figure since it's summer, we talk about some fun summer topics, right? So I would say relationships, and then also do's and don'ts.
Okay.
And it could be towards relationships, and it could also be just in general, just going out in public, right? Or going to work, right?
Okay.
In this heat. So let's start with the relationship part. So, because I know a lot of relationships are ending, or a lot of people are meeting new people because it's summer.
Yep.
So we figured that that's a good topic to bring up.
Do's and don'ts.
No. So first we'll do the red flags.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So so we're gonna give our perspective. So like she's gonna give the female point of view of red flags, and then I'm gonna give my perspective as a man on red flags that I see, like when I'm talking to a girl. Okay. So I'll let you go first.
Okay. So a red flag for me is love bombing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love bombing is a super red flag for me, especially in the beginning of a relationship.
Yeah.
My point of view is like, my example is like if stuff isn't really kind of going how you want it to be, and it's a mutual feeling that this might come to an end, and then out of nowhere you receive like flowers or a screenshot of tickets to a concert, and you're like, oh shoot, like we were about to end things, and now I feel like I owe you that something, So I feel like overly purchasing gifts for a person, especially in the beginning, might be a red flag for me or for women.
Yeah, I agree. One thing though I want to say towards that, from a male point of view, is a lot of times when we first meet a girl, we do give them a lot of attention like that. I know that right now there's a term, love bombing, but a lot of times guys they're acting like that in the beginning because they're just trying to get something in the beginning, So ladies, just pretty much be careful, when the dude is love bombing like that, you got to kind of like be like, okay, so what are his real intentions, especially if you just met him, you got to look at it like, okay, like we just met, what's the reason why he's being overly nice or buying me too many gifts, right?
Right. And as for women, I mean, I tend to be really delusional, so I'm like, of course he would want to buy me flowers. Of course he would want to buy me gifts because I feel like I'm a cool person. But then when you really look at it, it's like there's a thin line between, I feel like, manipulation and then just because you're just trying to get something out of it,
Yeah.
So just be careful.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So just be careful, guys. Because it could even be for guys too. But yeah, mostly it's guys, the ones that love bomb.
Right.
The women,
But it could be the same way because, like, say you're trying to, like, get rid of, like, one of your associates. And they're like, oh, how can I get Danny back, And it's like, let me buy some event tickets.
Yeah.
Or let me do something for him so then he kind of, like, gives in.
Yeah.
So it's kind of manipulating you to stay a little longer.
Yeah.
Which it's kind of, you have to be able to see through that.
Yeah. Exactly.
That would that gift would she or he give you that gift had you not almost try to end things?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah. True. Yeah. So if you guys are out there on summer break, summer vacation, and you meet someone and they start love bombing you, be careful with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll give one from the male point of view.
Okay.
Okay. So I would say. So I have a lot right here that I wrote down, but so I would say someone who can never make time for you. Okay, so like for example, you guys might make plans and then they either get there late, which is also one of my red flags, or they always flake. So I would say if they can't make time for you, that includes the other red flag that I was gonna say, which is they're always late to anytime they're supposed to hang out with you, they'll show up late. Because to me, that person is proving to you that you're not a priority to them. And then also they're proving to you that your time is not important. Because it's like, you set a time, apart for that person. You want to spend time with that person, but then they get there hella late. Or they just flake, they're like, hey, you know what, let's change the date or whatever, Or they end up changing the plans at the last minute. So it's like, damn, if I knew that my whole day was going to go by just me waiting for you to get here, I would have just hit up another sucia and, made plans with someone else, you know what I mean? So yeah, so definitely someone who cannot make time for you, and then someone who is always late when they're supposed to hang out with you.
True. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I feel like if they don't value your time.
Yeah. Yep.
I feel like they look at it like, he or she will be there.
Yep.
I'll eventually get back to them.
Yeah.
And it's like, no,
Yep.
you are what you show me, and you're not reliable. That's a lot of red flags. Like, you suck at time management.
Yep.
I hate that. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is time.
Yep.
Wasted time, because you can't get it back.
Yep.
So definitely a huge red flag.
Yeah, that's true. Because even like whenever we record these episodes, like she tells me, hey, it's gonna take me a long time to get ready. Just tell me what time we're gonna record, and I'll be ready. So I give her time, like, oh, we're gonna record at 6 p.m., 7 p.m., whatever, and then she just she's ready by that time. Yeah. So that lets me know, like, okay, cool, she takes it seriously. And obviously this is more like business right here, but it goes, also in a relationship,
Yep.
It's like, if you're, if you got a busy schedule and then you're making time for that person and that person gets there 10 o'clock at night when you guys are supposed to hang out, it's like, okay, cool. Well, I guess, they didn't really want to be here.
Right.
Or, I guess they wanted to do everything else first before they got here.
Right. Priorities.
Yeah. So it just goes back to priorities. Mm-hmm. So I would say that's definitely, a red flag for me. Someone who, can never make time for you, and then someone who's always late when they're supposed to see you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's a really good one. Time for sure. Okay, so now one of mine is letting your girl pump gas while you're in the car with her.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a huge red flag for me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's not about paying the gas. You don't have to pay the gas.
Yeah.
It's physically having her pump the gas while you're in the car.
Yeah. I'm a guy, and I gotta say that's a good one right there.
Yeah.
For example, even like with you, right? So this is my sister, and then if I'm with my sister, even if it's her car, even if she's paying for the gas, I'm gonna get out and I'm gonna pump the gas.
Yep.
If I'm going somewhere with my mom, and then she is her car or whatever, she's about to put gas, I'm gonna jump out and pump the gas. I'm gonna actually grab the nozzle and actually stand there holding the gas. I would feel hella weird if I'm sitting in the passenger seat and my mom, my sister, or my my female partner was pumping the gas. So I definitely agree with that one.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like I go to the gas station and I see a girl pumping her gas, and like I look at the passenger, I'm like, I hope that's her son.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure it's not, but it's just maybe it's just an old school side of me that is just like, pump your girl's gas.
Yeah.
If or a homegirl or a sister or a mom.
Yeah.
If you're a gentleman, just pump her gas.
Yeah.
Like I said, it doesn't matter if you paid it or not. Just physically get the pump and put the gas in for her, or charge her car.
Yeah, because it's just that as a guy, just that feeling of me sitting there. I swear it's like the time's going by slow. Ding, 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 ding. The whole time I'm sitting there being the passenger princess while.
Right.
A female, whether it's my sister, my mom, my prima, somebody pumping the gas, it just feels hella weird. Like, I might have to get out,
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a good one right there.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I got one from a point of view of a man. I would say a red flag is somebody who gets dolled up for everyone else, but never for you. For example, say you're a guy, right? You're talking to this girl. So every time she's out with her friends or her family, she's all dolled up, hair done, makeup done, nails done, everything done. But whenever she's gonna come see you, she looks like shit. It's like no effort goes into when she's hanging out with you, but every time she's out with her friends or with her family, she's all dolled up. So it's like, oh, okay, so you have time to get dolled up for everybody else, but never for me. Another example of that would be she might post selfies on social media, and every selfie is, again, hair done, makeup done, nails done. She's all dolled up, But when she comes to see you, she looks nothing like that. So it's like, damn, okay, so you can get ready for social media, but you can't get ready for me. You can't really get ready for me. So that's where I feel like that becomes an issue. You know, and it's not like a whole catfish thing. It's just the whole thing of she puts effort when it comes to other people, but when it comes to spending time with with like me the dude, or you the dude, she'll just come to you, no effort into what she looks like at all. So as a guy, I feel that that's a huge red flag.
Oh, absolutely. I feel like a lot of girls get lazy in relationships.
Yeah.
Myself included. When previous, you get too comfortable.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but you have to take care of yourself in general, and it's like, do it for you, but more so like if look good for your man, or vice versa, look good for your woman.
Yeah.
It's and it sucks when you're just like, obviously you fall in love with them with their comfortability and however they look, their natural look, but it's about the effort. Yeah. The effort and the time that you take to take care of yourself, it shows. It's like he almost walks proud with you. Yeah. On your, by his side, like, yeah, this is my woman, but he sees you, and there's no effort. So it's like, do you even want to be here?
Yeah.
Or do you even want to look good for me?
Yeah.
And then it kind of has them questioning themselves, like, okay, I'm not worth the effort.
Yeah.
And then you see them on social media, and they're like, bomb. You're like, wait, I want that too.
Yeah.
And not in a bad way. It's just like, come on.
Yeah, because, us guys, we know as soon as a female posts a picture, a selfie, a reel, whatever, all dolled up on social media, her DMs are going to blow up, which is fine, because, us guys, if you're secure, you're like, okay, I'm with a bad BZ. I expect hella dudes to be in her DMs. But it's like, okay, go ahead and, do your thing on social media. Go ahead and stunt on everybody. But when you come to see me, you don't look like that. How come you couldn't put the effort into looking like that for me when we're gonna go, hang out, we're gonna go get food, we're gonna go out for dinner and drinks and stuff, Right. And then another example of that too, right? So like say you're, as a guy, right? You're talking to a girl, and then it's the day that you don't see her, right? So then she'll send you a selfie wearing like a bomb ass dress, right? Again, all dolled up, hair done, makeup done, bomb ass dress. She sends you a selfie, and she's like, oh, hey, look, I wore this dress today. I want to feel good about myself, blah, blah. And then, as a guy, we're like, oh, okay, so you can wear the dress when I'm not there. So you can look like that when I'm not there. But when I'm with you, you're pretty much just in your PJs. So it's like, you wore that, on this day that I was not there, say it's the weekend or whatever, say it's like Saturday, Sunday, she wore this dress. So as a guy, we feel like, damn, okay, like, so how come you could wear that when I'm not there, but then when I'm with you, again, you're just in your PJs. Right. So as a guy, that's definitely a red flag.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. I can see that because, and I don't think he's coming from a toxic kind of like controlling, because it's like, you can wear whatever you want, but wear it with me. Yeah. I want to see you dolled up. I want to see you pretty. Like, yeah, your PJs are cool, but like, I want to see you in that dress.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, you're not saying don't wear it.
Yeah.
Wear it, but with me.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, wear it, do your thing, but it's like, also wear it when you're with me.
Gotcha.
Like if you know that we're going to hang out on a certain day, wear that shit for me. Right. You know what I mean?
That's valid.
And then another thing too, right? Like for me, like my situation, shout out to the spirits, because thanks to the spirits and thanks to the type of business that I have, I do have, there are a lot of, nice ladies out there that do wear the nice dress for me and do wear the nice skirt for me and the nice outfit for me every time they see me, so it's like, but I'm just saying, like, since I just figured, since we're talking about red flags, I just figured I would bring that one up for sure, because that one for sure. For sure.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, because, if from a man too, like if my significant other or person that I'm talking to puts effort for their homies. Yeah. And you come to see me in some basketball shorts and a tee, which is cool, but like, I want to see some Dickies. I want to see some 501. You know what I mean? Like, it goes both ways. So yeah, I get it. Yeah. For example, like if you say you're talking to a dude and when he's out with his boys, he's all suited up, wearing a suit, a tie, looking nice. Then when he comes to see you, he looks nothing like that, and it's like every now and then it's cool. It's like the person doesn't always have to be all done up, but it's like, if it's never like that for you and it's always like that with other people,
that's where it becomes an issue, you know?
For sure. 100%. I agree. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because I agree with that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So
And excuse the sun in my face. Just it's hot.
yeah, it's crazy, guys. We're trying to record in here, and then it's a lot going on, but
it's cool.
we're just trying to get this episode out for you guys.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So which other one do you got?
All right. So I have one that is going to the sliding in DMs after posting a fire pic.
Yeah.
It's always bringing up that someone is trying to get at you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's almost like guy or girl. Oh, I just went to the gas station and this girl was really trying to get at me.
Yeah.
Or I went to the gym and some dude was trying to get at me.
Yeah.
It's like, one, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Two, you're almost telling me to tell me, look, I shut them down because I'm with you.
Yep.
I got it like that. Just know that people be trying to get at me, you know?
Yep.
So I feel like bringing up, literally it's a bare minimum, is not entertaining the wrong conversation.
Yeah.
And you feel like you owe that to me,
Yeah.
as my partner or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's true. I agree. Because like me from a guy point of view, right? Us guys, we know that girls get hit on 24/7. We know that. The girl doesn't have to tell us that. So when they already tell us that, we're just like, okay, like Cardi B said, what was the reason?
What was the reason?
Yeah, like why do you have to keep reminding me about that every second, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely a good one.
It's like, I look good.
Yeah.
They know I look good. Of course I'm going to get hit on, but I don't have to tell you and make you feel uncomfortable or insecure about it, you know? One thing that him and I always say is if you know you got it like that, you don't have to prove to anybody that you got it like that.
Yep.
So the person that's overly telling you that someone's getting or hitting on them, they're not really getting hit on.
Yeah.
That's just peep game. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, that's a good one for sure. That's a good one. So I have another one that's a little bit related to that kind of because it has to do with social media. So I would say a red flag is somebody who goes and follows everyone that you follow on social media. Because for example, right, I've been in situations where I'll be talking to somebody that I'm seeing or whatever, and I'll mention somebody just casually, like I'll mention somebody. 2-3 days later, that person starts following whoever I mentioned. And I'm like, oh, okay, I know for a fact that you don't know that person and that person doesn't know you. I know for a fact that the reason you followed them was because I mentioned them. So it kind of makes you think like, okay, like what's this person's, what's this person's ulterior motive that they have to go out of their way to follow the people that you follow?
Yeah.
Like for example, even if I was to mention, say like one of my homies or something, one of my friends, or say if I was to mention like a certain celebrity, right? But this person don't really know them, don't really follow them. As soon as I mention them, they'll go follow them out of nowhere, So to me, I feel like that's a red flag. Then all of a sudden, it's like not only that, but then all of a sudden, how you said, they'll go and they'll say, oh, this person tried to get at me. So it's like, okay, I know that a few days ago you didn't know this person. Then when I mentioned them, you went to follow them. Then all of a sudden they're in your DMs, So it's like, and it keeps happening over and over and over with certain people that I follow. So it's like, to me, it's a red flag when they follow people that you follow on purpose like that. And then it's also a red flag when all of a sudden, according to them, that person's trying to get at them out of nowhere.
Yeah.
100%. That seems too much like on purpose.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's very intentional.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I've had that happen too. So I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like, why even try to make me feel some type of way?
Yeah.
It's like, what? Come on.
Yeah. Like, for example, like say you're talking to the dude you're talking to, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just casually mention like a homegirl. Next thing you know, 2-3 days later, he's following that homegirl all of a sudden. You're like, wait, I know that y'all don't know each other until 2 days ago when I mentioned her to you. Now you're following her. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that,
And then somehow magically that person tried to get at them.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was on their end, not the significant other.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely not. That was very intentional.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty immature.
Yeah.
And it's like no.
Yeah.
Red flag.
Yeah. No. See, that's why, it's funny because, people do it and they're so obvious and they expect that you're not gonna notice what's going on.
Right.
But especially if you're like us, we don't really give a F,
Right.
So we're just like, we notice it. We're just like, it's not even worth my time. You know, it's not even worth addressing. You know.
And the thing is too, I feel like going back to like following people, even if they don't follow who you mention or follow, just following heck of people.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Like if you're following over 2,000, 5,000 people,
Yeah.
and your numbers aren't like the people you follow,
Yeah.
and they're following you back don't kind of match.
Yeah.
To me, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
If I'm scrolling through my Explorer page and I see artists and like it says, 1 million people followed it, and so did your significant other.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
in bold, it's
Yeah.
like turn off. Like
Yeah.
I get the ick off of that. Like,
Yeah.
why do you follow all these people?
Yeah, because like, see, like for example, like me, you know, I have a business, you know, I've had situations where this person would go and follow my clients, you know, and I'm like, dude, those are my clients. Like, that's how I pay my bills. These people need to give me money. So when you go and follow all my clients and stalk them, I'm like, it makes you feel some type of way, you know?
Yeah.
So again, huge red flag. A person who follows everybody that you follow.
Or friends too.
Yeah, or even friends.
Or your
you know.
homies, where you know they go and see your friends list and they're like, oh, add,
Yeah.
and that's also a red flag in a friendship way.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you know, it could be friendship or a relationship. You know,
That's ugly.
yeah,
I don't like that.
yeah. But you know, that's how you can spot a fake. You
Yeah.
know, that's how you spot the fake people, because you're like, okay, I see what you're doing. Like, again, you know, it's like, it's not even worth addressing sometimes.
Right.
But you catch on to it and you're like, oh, okay.
Like you
I
keep
see
it
what
in
it
your
is.
pocket for a rainy day.
Yeah.
Like anytime you try to tell me something or check me on something, I gotta,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Cool. So, what's another red flag that you would see?
Another red flag is feeling entitled.
Yes.
So feeling entitled, meaning I did this for you, so now you got to do something for me.
Yeah.
And if you don't do something for me, that's the last time I'm gonna do something for you.
Yeah.
So feeling entitled. Sometimes people's love language. Right now, there's a whole thing of like, oh, my love language is physical touch, or my love language is words of affirmation. And because they know your love language and they do it for you, now they expect you or feel entitled to you doing their love language for them.
Yeah.
So, you know, here's one. It's like one person was words of affirmation. Like they constantly needed validation. They constantly needed I can't even say the word.
Constantly needed validation.
Yes. And to feel like reassurance, right?
Yeah.
I get that 100%, but that's your love language, not mine.
Yeah.
So when I'm very vocal about like I'm not good with it. Don't hold it against me.
Yeah.
But they feel entitled because they did something for you.
Yeah.
And now I can't match your energy. Now I'm the bad one.
Yeah.
You know. So entitlement is a red flag for me.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Cool. So me, I got this other one. See, it keeps going back to social media. Just social media, man. Social media. But it's like so it's not social media. It's the person that ruins social media for other people. You know.
Right.
Okay. So here's a red flag that I see. They post a picture that was supposed to be for you. For example, they send you a selfie. And you're like, oh shit, okay, cool. That's a selfie of my bae, right? Of my boo, my little boo thing looking nice. A couple days later, that picture that they send you shows up on their story, right? So it's like, okay, I see. I see what you're doing. You know, it's like, you know, they think you don't notice. They think you're dumb, right? They're like, but it's like, oh, okay, so and you know it's the same picture because again they sent it to you, you saved it, so you know the picture, you know. So then all of a sudden it shows up on their story. So it's like, okay, cool. So it's a red flag because it starts to make you think, how many other people did they send that to? And then, you know, obviously post it on social media to get all these people to slide in their DMs, you know?
Yeah.
So again, it just goes back to, you know, maybe they're just trying to be, you know, trying to act thirsty, trying to make a point, you know, that they could pull people, you know, whether it's a girl or a guy, that they could pull people. So it's like, but it's like, when they have to go out of their way to do all that, that's when they have self-esteem issues.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
When they go out of their way like that, that's when they have self-esteem issues, for sure.
Take it from me. That used to be me. Like, I didn't get the reaction or something about my significant. I'm gonna post it on social media.
Yeah.
But it's because one, I was trying to get attention.
Yeah.
You know, and then when you bring it up to them, they're gonna be like, "Oh no, it wasn't. I was just doing it for me."
Yeah.
You know, women empowerment, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that could be a red flag, especially if it's been a conversation before.
Yeah.
You know?
See, again, you know, I have to be so thankful for the spirits because doing what I do, I don't really have to flex on nobody. I don't really doing what I do. I'm very private about my personal life. Like you'll never see me post somebody. Like people always tell me, dude, you never post nobody. You never post that you're on a date. You never post who you're dating. You never post who you're seeing. And I'm like, yeah, because this is my business page, and I like to keep my stuff private, very private.
Right.
So it's like even when people try to flex on me like that, I know that okay, you know what? It would hurt my business if I sit there and try to flex back.
100%.
Yeah. So best believe is like I don't really need to post nobody or anything, because again, I've always said my business comes first.
Yep.
But
I agree.
when they have to do that, it says a lot about them, you know?
Yep, it says more about them than it does about you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so then what's another one that you have?
Another red flag would probably be having Snapchat while in a relationship and you're over, 30. That's just a personal thing.
Yeah.
But, that's just mine.
Yeah.
That's just my red flag. That's pretty much it. Social media. I think just social media is a red flag in general. My type is not having social media.
but see again, it goes back to it's not social media.
It's the person.
It's specific people that try to use social media to ruin whatever you have going on. You know.
I agree.
and it's like because again, like for example, me, social media is good because my business runs on social media.
Yeah.
Again, it's good and it's bad because my business is on social media. Then my private life has to be off my social media.
Right.
Because of, I have so many clients and, the kind of work that I do that I really do not want people knowing my personal life,
For sure, 100%.
Yeah, so as far as my social media, I'm always single. I always look single. Whether I'm with someone or not, I'm single, right?
Same.
Because of the business,
Yeah, and you learn it the hard way.
Yeah.
Because it goes back to entitlement.
Yep.
It's like when you're a business owner, like my brother, and you that's priority.
Yep.
And you don't want to tarnish that because that becomes an easy target. Like we were saying in the previous episode.
Yep.
Easy targets. And you don't want to do that. You don't see J.O.P. from Fuerza Regida blasting his baby mama.
Yep.
Because as soon as people leaked the photo of his baby mama, what was she? Oh, she looks like a paisita, or she looks, she's too dark, and he raps about or sings about guaritas.
Yeah.
They become an easy target by default. They catch a stray by default.
Yeah.
So, if anything, it's protection. But if you're just a regular person and you don't post your significant other, maybe that's a red flag.
Yeah.
But if you have a business and it's your business and you have every right to do what you will with that.
Yeah, that's true. If you don't have a business on social media and there's no other, money reasons why you should not post your significant other, then you should post your partner, because if you don't post them, that is a red flag.
Yeah.
Because so many people are acting single on social media and they're just regular people,
Yeah.
Like in our situation, obviously like I have the business and everything, so it's like, my clients, I don't want my clients seeing my BS on there,
Yeah.
But yeah. I would say we could even say that as another red flag.
Yeah.
If your partner does not post you on social media, and they don't have a specific reason why they don't.
Yeah.
For example, if your partner, if they make money off their social media, it's understandable that they won't post you.
Right.
But if they don't make money off social media, they just got a regular 9-to-5 and they just don't post you because they want to look single, that's a red flag.
Huge red flag.
Yeah.
Huge red flag.
Yeah. So I would say get out of there.
Yeah, but to each their own,
Yeah.
Or if they don't follow each other, but that's another subject.
Yeah, that's a whole nother.
We're not going to touch on that.
Yeah, I think we should do a whole episode on just that.
We should.
Because that's a whole nother
I have
topic.
a lot of shit to say about that.
Yeah. Okay, so I think let's see. I think we're done with the red flags.
hot.
We could do the do's and don'ts for summer.
Okay.
Because with this heat, there's a lot of do's and don'ts, man. Trust me.
I have a do and I have a don't right now that you can physically see is don't wear a sweater and don't wear makeup in the heat.
And don't record a podcast
Don't
in this
record
heat.
a podcast.
That's a for sure don't,
The
man.
top of the list.
But that's the top 3 right there before we even start.
I'm about to start hyperventilating.
Yeah, man. Okay, so let me see. Let me make sure I didn't miss any of the red flags.
Let me check mine real quick. I'm not looking at my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Just double checking my notes.
Okay, so here's one more red flag
Okay.
that I forgot to mention. So let's say that your partner does something that bothers you, and then you tell them, hey, you know what? It bothered me when you did this, or when you said this, or when this bothered me. So instead of them going, oh, for sure, I'll fix that. It won't happen again. They start bringing up old stuff that you did. They're like, oh, well, remember that one time when you posted this, or remember that one time when you said this, and you're like, dude, okay, like that happened months ago. Like I'm telling you what's bothering me right now.
Yeah.
So they just start bringing up old stuff instead of trying to fix the problem. I feel that that's a red flag because you're not really going to get nowhere with like that. You're just going in circles. They have an issue with you, so now you bring up old stuff that you have an issue with, and then they haven't. You're going in circles. Yep. Instead of going, because for me, if somebody goes, hey, you know what, this bothered me, I'll be like, oh, you know what, let me fix that. It won't happen again. Done. There's no argument. There's no back and forth. I'm like, oh, okay, it bothered you, my bad. Hey, sorry about that. Done. It's fixed.
Yep. I feel like the word of the day should be accountability.
Yes.
Accountability
yes.
goes a long way in an argument. And if it's always tit for tat,
yep.
Red flag.
Yep. I agree.
Red flag. Fuck.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Yeah.
And then tell them because it was hot to be continued.